What if someone once spent what's now $600 million on pizza? Or opened their PayPal one day and found $92 quadrillion sitting in their account? These stories sound like internet fiction, but every single one is real. Here are 10 of the most mind-blowing, real-life money stories that will change how you look at wealth, risk, and maybe even pizza. Story 1. The $600 million pizza. May 22, 2010. A programmer named Laszlo Hanyecz had an idea. What if I could use this new thing called Bitcoin to buy real food? He posted on a forum, "I'll give 10,000 Bitcoins to anyone who brings me 2 pizzas." Someone said yes. Pizzas were delivered. Deal done. Everyone moved on. Fast forward to today. 10,000 BTC is worth over $600 million. That makes it the most expensive pizza in human history. Laszlo says he doesn't regret it. To him, it was proof that digital money had real value. Sometimes you start the revolution, even if it costs you everything. Story 2. The $2.5 million couch. A few years ago, a college student in New York bought a second-hand couch for his dorm. It felt odd, a little lumpy. One night he unzipped the cushions, and inside were envelopes full of cash. $2.5 million in old bills. He could have disappeared with it, bought a Tesla, left student life behind. But instead he returned it. It belonged to an elderly woman whose family had no idea the cash was hidden there. Integrity isn't cheap, but it's rare. And sometimes that makes it priceless. Story 3. The missed Amazon million. James Altucher was a hedge fund guy in the late 90s. He bought $2,000 worth of Amazon stock when it was dirt cheap. Then came the crash. Tech stocks tanked. Fear took over. He sold it all, cut his losses. Years later, he did the math. If he had just held on, that $2,000 would be worth over $1.3 million. The hardest part of building wealth isn't knowing what to buy. It's having the patience to hold when your fear screams louder than logic. Story 4. The Tinder swindler Simon Leviev posed as the son of a diamond billionaire. On Tinder, he matched with women, took them on private jets, sent flowers, wore designer suits. But he wasn't spending his money. He was spending theirs. Once he built trust, he claimed he was in danger. "Enemies of the diamond industry are after me," he'd say. And they believed him. One woman took out $250,000 in loans to help him. She ended up in debt. He walked free after 5 months in jail, then went right back to flaunting wealth on Instagram. Trust is a currency, and some people know exactly how to spend yours. Story 5. The McDonald's monopoly. Scam. Remember McDonald's monopoly? Peel the sticker, win a car or cash? From 1995 to 2001, it was rigged. An insider at the company running the promotion, not McDonald's itself, was stealing the winning pieces. He gave them to friends and family who claimed the prizes, then split the money. They stole $24 million before the FBI cracked it open. The FBI literally called the sting operation Final Answer. Even the simplest systems can be hacked when the people behind them get greedy. Story 6. The lottery cursed. Jack Whitaker won $315 million in the lottery. He was already a self-made businessman. But with this money, things spiraled. His house was broken into multiple times. He was sued by casinos. His granddaughter, who he gave everything, died of a drug overdose. He later said, "I wish we had torn that ticket up." Money doesn't solve problems. It amplifies who you are. If your foundation isn't solid, wealth just shakes the ground harder. Story 7. The $7 billion junior trader Jérôme Kerviel. A junior trader at a French bank. Quiet. Smart. No one expected anything. Behind the scenes, he was placing unauthorized trades worth tens of billions. He lost $7 billion in one go, nearly bringing down Société Générale, one of France's biggest banks. The kicker? He said he was just following the same strategy other traders used. But he got caught, because his luck ran out. Systems don't fail randomly. They fail quietly until they collapse. Story 8. $92 Quadrillion glitch. Chris Reynolds opened his PayPal in 2013 and saw this balance. 92 quadrillion, 233 trillion, 720 billion, 368 million, $547,800. He was the richest man in the world for about 2 seconds. He refreshed and it was gone. PayPal called it a bug and sent him a t-shirt as an apology. Imagine having $92 quadrillion and losing it before you could even buy lunch. Story 9. The Great Emu War, Australia, 1932. Farmers were losing crops to emus, big flightless birds. So the government did the logical thing. They sent soldiers with machine guns. The emus outran the bullets, hid, outmaneuvered the military. Australia lost the war to birds. The government gave up. Throwing money at a problem doesn't mean you'll win. Sometimes nature claps back. Story 10. The Imaginary Friend Auction. One guy put his imaginary friend, named John Malipiman, up for sale on eBay. The description? Loyal, quiet, needs lots of attention. It sold for $3,000. The buyer said they were paying for the concept. Money isn't always about logic. It's about what people believe has value. And sometimes that's literally nothing. Money isn't just numbers. It's emotion, belief, chaos, and risk. These stories aren't just entertainment. They're lessons on how wild the world of wealth can be when you don't play by the rules. Or when you play by them too well. Money isn't just math. It's emotion. It's belief. It's manipulation, timing, risk, and sometimes pure chaos. These stories? They're not just entertainment. They're warnings, signals, proof that money can build legacies or burn them down. What you do with your money matters. And in a world this unpredictable, understanding it isn't an option. It's survival. So if you're serious about mastering the game, hit subscribe. Because this is where the real lessons begin.